Coming to you live from a prostitute-infested shanty on top of a frozen lake, the #1 podcast all the hot babes are raving about. Slick and Brewski save the world! Welcome back to our humble abode, the Shanty. I am Slick, and with me as always is my man, the Big Brewski.
Pass the Cheetos.
Helping you find logic between today's ever so chaotic headlines, all while keeping it politically correct for you, the viewer. And I want to say today we're celebrating our 80th subscriber on YouTube. Let's hear it, everybody. Thank you all. You're wonderful. We're going to get this thing moving, and we're going to need your help. So get those comments in there. We want to connect with you, the viewer, the fans. You're wonderful. And we're going to build this thing up, and we're going to stop communism in its tracks. Speaking of communism, what the hell's going on with Russia?
Supersonic missiles, bud.
I hear they got a supersonic missile that can circle the entire planet in like just over an hour. Now, if that doesn't make you start freaking out, I don't know what does.
We need to practice getting under freaking desks and stuff, bub.
We got to start talking about
going old school.
Radioactive fallout. We need to have fallout awareness seminars. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. And no one's still seen Fauci. You haven't seen him talk to anybody in a while, right?
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, Bob. You know, worst case scenario.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So that means we might be seeing something happen. I don't know. I think the last episode I said we could see a nuclear bomb going off in the U.S. I think our government wouldn't give... What do they say? They say, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yeah, that's
These are the people that are protecting our country.
I mean, I'm hoping we have some secretive weaponry that nobody knows about, that when one of these goes off, you know, that something can be done before they get to not even just us, the whole world. I'm hoping, I mean, we're going to help, I hope, the whole world. But like,
it's starting to look like the whole world doesn't give two fucks about the U.S.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's easy for people to grasp the idea that we're not the big, strong guy anymore. Like, we're losing that rapidly.
Right.
And someone brought to my attention, like, if China sanctioned us and did what we did to Russia, which they could, because we really can't believe a goddamn thing we're seeing anymore.
Right.
And then when the shit hits the fan, all these motherfuckers want to do is just be like, well, this is why, and this is what happened. Then you got your fucking news headlines, and we got to untangle them.
Right.
So they're going to feed us
the shit, folks.
But here's my praise to the world. I don't want any war. We don't need war.
Right.
And Ukraine, sorry about your luck. Whatever was going on over there, corruption.
Right.
And I'm not saying Putin's good, but I'm saying he's definitely sees a reason to bomb the fuck out of the place, and everybody's getting the fuck out of there.
Right.
So for all we know, something good is going to come from this. He might stop there. And it's kind of like, you know, like your little brother is writing checks his body can't cash, and you want to protect your little brother. But the truth is, if he goes out and does something bad, sometimes they hold him down and they're going to beat his ass, and that's just the way it works. So Putin might be beating the shit out of Ukraine, and I'm not so much standing with Ukraine. I sure as ain't standing with Russia. Like, I'm kind of just watching the fight here. We don't want American boots on the ground, and I'll say that till the day I die. If we get involved to the point where we need to send our American soldiers, our young men over there, we have already fucked up.
Like, I look at it, I hate Russia with passion, but I don't trust Ukraine.
Because they're vodka?
Because they're Ruskies, Bob.
Ruskies.
You don't trust the Ruskies.
Go ahead.
I don't trust Ukrainians either, though. So, I mean, you know.
Do you trust Biden?
Hell no.
Do you trust Can of Stones? I'm just kidding.
Always. Always. With my life,
Do you trust Pelosi? Kamala Harris?
No. So, I mean, and I heard, what is it? Belarus is going to probably get involved here soon, too.
How's that? How goes that?
I mean, they're going to be helping Russia. I mean, that's what I heard the other day.
Are they their like right hand people?
Well, but they're smaller. They're smaller like countries. So, I mean, they're just on Russia's side. I mean, but I heard there's some crazy bastards though.
You think they got? Yeah. Wait. Every time I hear about it, it's like Russia's soldiers are getting wiped out, man.
Yeah, they're down like 6,000 or 7,000. I heard troops already.
Yeah,
but that's another thing. Like numbers, nobody.
Yeah, for all we know, they're bullshitting us. The whole thing's a big propaganda fest.
Yeah.
To make it seem like Ukraine's doing something. Like, I keep hearing about how fucking crazy corrupt that Zelensky dude is. But he gets on camera and he's like, we need help. We're going to get through this. The truth is, how would you I say it a million times. How would you know if the guy's not lying straight to people and he's just a likable guy?
Well, just like
he's likable, but that doesn't mean he's not corrupt as all get out.
Now, when you say it like that, okay, I look at it as, you know, here in America, all right, people like to get, you know, give to when people pull on their heartstrings, okay?
Oh, yeah. Emotionally.
Like those puppy commercials. I have to, in the little kid commercials in Africa, I got to turn the channel, Bob. If I don't, hell, I might be sending half my paycheck. You know what I mean? But people do that to us because we are a very...
That's right.
We're a very strong and soft country at the same time.
That's when the new war... This is what the war looks like now. And they got an actor in there tugging on our heartstrings.
Right.
We're emotionally vulnerable over here because,
people
let's be honest,
advantage of that.
we got it really good here. We got it good. And people are like,
if you don't like it, get the hell out.
Listen, you know, it's not good. And like, you can see pictures and shit of them being bombed. Like, I'm not cool with it. And it makes me sad when the little kids get involved.
Exactly right.
And it's like, well, you picked a shitty place to live.
And it does suck because you know, those are kids and stuff, but it's just like
they don't deserve to be thrust into war.
It just,
they're gonna grow up knowing that they were bombed.
But you got to remember the people on top, like Russia, like Putin. He don't give a shit how many innocent people get hurt. He don't care.
He needs to get to his goal.
What was it?
He's trying to achieve a goal, and they're casualties of war, and they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm gonna put it like this, though.
We always. I mean, we have a heart here in America. That's a great thing, but we also get taken advantage of because of we having a heart here in America. We have, you got to remember, we're a melting pot, a mixing bowl here in America. We have people from all over the place. All right. Not just one place. They have one per people there. China have one people. All right. When somebody from America like goes over and applies for educational reasons in China, they wrote red flags. Why does an American want to come to China for education? Here in America, this is another problem we're having, is a lot of the Chinese students are coming over here as...
Don't need to pound the desk to make your point. But
I don't want to say like spies, but a lot of Chinese or any whatever are coming into our universities as in the reporting back. So you got to remember, every time we go to another country, those countries are of their people, okay? They're not a melting pot like we are. So that's where we're going to have issues because, like I said, when something happens here, it's going to happen from the inside because we can't throw red flags up because it's called profiling here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Other countries, they don't look at it like that.
Oh, dude, I've been hip to that. Like, let's say China and Russia have a plan, and yeah, it's communism. I'm not pro-communism, but from where they're sitting, it works. And it's sustainable. And there's got to be a voice of reason and authority because there's a lot of people that love China.
Right.
And they're happy over there. And
it's mostly a financial reason. That's why.
It's basically, the way I look at it is a bunch of kids that are like, no, Dad, we want to go to the park. And it's like, shut up. We're not going to the park. You're going to do what I can tell you and you're going to like it. Right. And that's how China is. And the kids are like, okay, I guess I'll just do that. But they are happy over there. They find ways to keep themselves occupied. Right. They're, you know, so I'm not.
And it's a lot easier to manipulate those kind of people.
It's all about control.
It's about control. They're trying it here. That's the thing. Thank God we are the way we are here. Is yes, they might be trying the commie way here and spread that through places, but there are people that will stand up against that. Yeah. So other countries, they stand up. Guess what? They get shot or they get jailed. And here, we'll fight. Good luck. You imagine, like they say, the South. You think, you know, Russia's got to get through the hillbillies first, Bob. Good luck. Yeah. You know what's we got more guns in Texas than half these countries combined.
Yeah, buddy. I thought that too. You got a lot of younger males in this country that have some seriously high-powered weapons. I think we have an issue with getting our hands on ammo right now. It's been, and it scares me to death.
If you don't know the right people.
Well, that's right. But I did notice it was starting to come off the shelves, and that alone made me worry. Like, what's coming down the pike? You don't need to read the headlines. Right. When you go to Walmart and you can't find 9mm rounds.
You can't find weaponry at Walmart anyways now because they
got
freaking
the
dem way.
And where do we know? Where did Walmart come from? Right. China?
Exactly.
So, like, come on.
It's
like
why,
seeping in. Communism's seeping in through the cracks. And that's why we set up the Slick and Brewski Communist Trauma Hotline. You get your calls in here. We're going to take your calls. We're going to help you deal with communism because this isn't going to go away right away. They've been battling communism for years and years and years. So we need to build awareness. 330-285-0984. Go ahead and give us a call on the Slick and Brewski Communist Trauma Hotline, and we will help you. We can untangle this. We're going to get your answers. We're going to get your calls on the air. So write the number down. That's 330-285-0984. The Slick and Brewski Communist Trauma Hotline.
We're not doctors, but we play one on the TV.
We're not doctors, but well, I'm not a narcissist, but I can play one on TV. So, but if you're a chick with big knockers, give us a call.
Give us a call. But like I said, China.
And
China,
we're going to cut that out.
And
Jerry,
we're canceled.
Jerry, no, just go back in the part where I talk about the knockers. Did you cut it out? Did you? Okay.
But like China, all right? Thing about China is, okay, we owe them so much money already, all right? We owe them trillions of dollars, okay?
We owe people money.
Listen, trillions of dollars. They'll never collect, I don't think. We won't have to worry about them collecting anytime soon because like you said,
when they have hypersonic missiles that can circle the planet in an hour, we better can come up with something.
You got to remember, what do we have though?
We have balls. We have swimmers with balls.
Yeah, we have swimmers with balls.
Beating all the women.
Yeah.
What a terrible thing for women's rights. Right. I'm sorry. That's off subject. Go ahead.
Yeah. Soon enough. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Yeah. But like China, we owe them so much money, all right? I don't think they're ever going to try to collect on us just because, like you said, we have Wally Worlds. Yeah. We have all this product coming in here.
Yeah, we sell their products.
If we tell they need us. We need us like we need them.
It's the way the world
is sad because you can have.
It's not sad. It's the way the world's meant to be designed.
But it wasn't.
Don't shit where you eat, people. Don't shit where you eat.
It wasn't like that at one point.
Sending your hypersonic fucking missiles over here, China. And I'm talking to you, Xi Jinping, or whatever your name is. Anyway. What I was going to say is what's really tragic is near these cities, liberals, right? Okay, and they're teaching these kids everything that we need to hold very dear in a country with freedoms. Freedoms to say, I'm better than you. Freedoms to say, you. Freedoms to say
we're number one.
We're number one. Freedoms to say I don't like this president. Freedoms to say I don't like Trump. Freedoms to say Biden has half a brain. Freedoms to say you're a lousy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Kamala Harris. I'm sorry. So what I'm trying to say is if these kids are growing up and they're being told like we're in a terrible nation, in about 10, 15 years, we are going to have a problem.
We are going to have a problem. Demasculinization of little boys. Right. We're going to have a real freaking problem.
So, yeah, I'm all about boosting women up and holding them on our shoulders and saying we got a really good thing here until we've got the demasculinization. Why are kids having less testosterone? Why is that happening?
You got to remember, all right? Little 10-year-olds in Russia, North Korea, China, learn how to kill, all right?
Yeah, they're out there learning how to mothers up.
Ours don't know if they want to be a boy or a girl. Yeah. You see where there's a problem there?
They can't figure out which swim team to try out for.
Yeah, right. You see or which bathroom to use. See where there's a problem there?
I could tell you what's going to happen if one of those knobs tries to walk in a bathroom when I'm around.
Bud, I'm telling you, bud, it's going to be a real issue. I mean,
if you want to act like a woman, that's fine. That's great. You just don't expect me to call you one. Well, I love these videos of these guys just tearing into that. Like, what you can't choose your own pronoun. Like, you can't say I'm a bad motherfucker every time I walk in. Be like, you need to I am identifying as a bad motherfucker because the way I'm going to come at that is, I want to be identified as an idiot, and then I can say things that idiots say, like, you can't swim in our pool. You have a fucking cock between your legs.
Well, that's kind of an oxymoron thing. What's one thing the government? Oh, we are pro God.
Yeah,
not really. That's an oxymoron.
Full of shit.
If you believe in that kind of stuff,
God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Right. Yeah. So, but that's why, like your boy Biden.
I
might be Irish, but I'm not dumb.
What's that?
He just said that. Literally said that on you. I'm like, are you shitting me, bud?
Guy.
His code name's Celtic or Celtic. His call name,
Biden?
like Trump's was Mogul.
That's not okay.
That was his call name.
You can't go trying to take credit for being Irish. He's a dummy. You keep dropping that pen.
You can't make up how dumb this stuff is. You can't make up how dumb this is. It's stupid, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Every day something dumb.
So these little chips away at the American and we have such a beautiful thing going here. So when you see shit going on in China and you see shit going on in Russia, I mean, these people are walking out on the streets protesting war. Martyrs.
You're waking up and getting your Starbucks still, folks. Just remember.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
We were in the middle of a fucking pandemic, and the biggest line in the world was Starbucks.
Yeah.
We got inflation like no one's ever seen before. Right. Can't tell me that when I look at a Starbucks line.
Right. That's how.
I get my $7 fucking cup of coffee. Get the fuck out of here, man.
We have way too many smart, dumb people here. Way too many. People are going to wait, all right? For people to actually wake up, they're going to need people literally driving down the road, like terrorists or Russians or whatever, driving down their road. I mean, at that point, it's too late, folks. I'm just letting everybody know. At that point, we're pretty much screwed. Because we're going to have too many people. Oh, well, they're just people too. Just let them in. They'll be fine. Oh, we're good. We're going to be attacked from the inside, bud.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be it's already what's here, bro. Remember when all those people got their heads cut off? It was on a video probably, 6-7 years ago now? Those were outside Chicago warehouses, bro.
No.
Those were not overseas. I
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Dude, 5 of them got their heads cut off. They were in warehouses out in Chicago. That's what I heard.
We're going to have to find that
Dude,
video. We're going to have to
It wasn't even overseas that shit happened.
It's happening right here in Chicago. Lori Lightfoot.
Dude, Chicago's 100 shootings a weekend. Wait till,
can't fucking pump your gas without a gun in your hand.
I saw a funny meme.
I know, it's a good meme. I know it went viral. And
that was funny.
We love viral.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and I'm not talking about coronavirus.
Right. You can't make up some of this stuff, man.
Speaking of coffee, when it's time to fill your cup with brew, go to M&H Beans. M&H Beans. Tastes like freedom. Desantis and the Don't Say Gay bill. I'm fucking confused. I don't know what the hell's going on here. On one hand, we got people walking out of Disney and they're furious and, oh, don't do this, don't do that. DeSantis this. DeSantis is a fucking god, okay? Right. He's a saint. He's
future vice president of the country.
That's right. He's going to take us where we need to be.
Right.
They're just fucking bombing him. But what's going on here? What is this Don't Say Gay bill?
Okay, technically it's called the Parental Rights in Education Act, right?
Parental Rights in Education Act, aka the Don't Say Gay bill.
That's what they're saying. But all it is pretty much DeSantis going, hey, okay, we shouldn't be teaching little kids to possibly want to transition in school. All right, that should be left up. It gives the parents control in their children's
it's like literally setting let's put it this way. Your kids want to go bowling and they don't put the bumpers up. Is what you're doing, because bumpers are there to say, oh no, little Jimmy, that's a penis you got. You're a boy. It's great. It's let's celebrate that you're a boy. And instead of being like, well, did you want to put lipstick on? Because if you do, that's fine too. It's not fine.
But once again, DeSantis is saying, worst case scenario, maybe later in their education, maybe learning like 7th, 8th grade, whatever, as they're developing, but they're trying to go after once again, just like anything else with certain side, they want to go after the 5-year-olds first.
We went to a high school where if you stepped out of line, they shoved a broomstick up your ass.
Pretty much.
And that's the way things fucking went for us, and that's why we're pretty much bad as fuck.
All I know is they're trying to go after the kids again, because once you get the kids involved when they're little, they get confused. They don't know any better.
Yeah.
You get them at an early age. So DeSantis is like, no, this should be in the parents' hands. Parents should have control of their own children.
Amen.
Amen. No teacher or any other education personnel should be able to tell the kids either to do it or not to do it. So they shouldn't have any discussion. It should be a parental thing.
You got parents nowadays that are afraid to stop their kids from doing anything.
You got too many parents that are afraid to do anything at the school either, because they're afraid of losing their kids.
We don't want to upset little Timmy. If he wants to put on girls' shoes, we're just gonna be okay with
bro.
You can say things like, "Well, let's go put on men's shoes." Let's not it's okay to do it a little bit. We understand there's a weird feeling in there, but you shouldn't pride them on it. You shouldn't lead them down that. What?
I saw at the grocery store literally probably like 2 weeks ago.
You go to a grocery store?
2 weeks ago. All right. This little boy, all right, has a sister. It was like 5 or 6 years old, okay?
Look how pissed off it's pissing off Jerry.
The little 2-year-old kid, little boy, was in a dress. All right?
This happened. You saw this.
But I shit you not. And I know of other people that do this shit. Dude, because their little 2-year-old little brother says, I want to be like my sister and wear dresses like she does. And there's parents out there that think there's nothing wrong with this. Oh, they'll grow out of it. You better freaking hope. You know what I mean? You better hope.
You go back in that Walmart dressing room and you take that dress
There's a
off.
problem. Like I told you, little boys aren't playing with G.I. Joes anymore, bro.
And the next thing you know, their heads are so fucked up and they think LeBron is a good basketball.
There's no problem. There's nothing wrong with tomboys, all right? There's nothing wrong with that, all right? Little girls like to ride dirt bikes, 4-wheelers. That's fine. Perfect. That's cool. Hey, they wear dresses too. That's great. They got, whatever.
What kind of country music does a 2-year-old wearing a dress listen to?
Probably Florida Georgia Line. Kane Brown. Freaking Kane Brown. That kind of stuff.
Let's get a plug. Is your 2-year-old son wearing a dress? No better time to buy the new Kane Brown album. Fuck it. Parenting is hard. Just let the kids do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
Hey, calling all bad mothers that let their kids do things and don't smack them in the mouth.
Dude,
Children's Services is going to come in.
100%, bro.
Children's
parents are afraid
Children's
of that
Services is going to come in and say you're supposed to let them wear a dress.
Well, a lot of parents are afraid of that. A lot of parents are afraid of that because the whole parents are afraid to say things, okay? From what I understand. I hear whispers and things about that. Parents are afraid to say anything.
I think
at their kid at school because, hey, Children's Services is getting a lot more involved in schools these days, all right? Because, hey, little Johnny said, little Johnny learned something at school, perhaps something about sexuality and, whatever. Comes home and says, Mom, this is what I learned today. I'm 6 years old. I learned this.
Education makes its way back into the home.
And then the parents go, hey, why are you learning that? That's wrong. You're too young for something like that.
And the little Johnny goes, Children's Services.
No, little Johnny goes back to school and goes, teacher, my parents said that's wrong. I'm too young for that.
So now little Johnny goes back in, questions the authority, a.k.a.
the teacher.
And then the union, teacher goes, the teachers union, which pretty much runs the country.
And then the teachers go, they're really doing that? Oh, Children's Services be out your door the next day. And everybody's afraid of losing their kids.
And everything's fucked.
Right.
This is why
it's like a threat, but not.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
It's
like a threat, kind of. Parents are afraid to speak out.
So call the Slick and Brewski Communist Trauma Hotline. No better time. We're gonna get you to have a kid with one of these women, and we'll just say, hey, you know what, Children's Services, you can just fucking have them.
The day I have a kid, and somebody tries to come take my kid because
what are you gonna do? You gonna give them the horns?
Well, they're gonna get more of the horns.
You're gonna get the Brewski horns.
Yeah, the day somebody comes and tries to take a kid that I had over something stupid
That's the day we head down to the Kent State Airport and we steal a Cessna and we take them out.
That's the day we get the shovel out, bro.
How about that guy? How about that guy that took out the oh god, it was the tax, the IRS off a building or whatever. He flew a plane into it. It's an older video and I found it. But yeah, some guy was finally just livid with the IRS and crashed a Cessna into the side of the building. And I'm like, that's fucking what's up. Filled it with a full tank of gas. Jeez. Took it, and he took out like a whole level of people in the IRS. Up. Well, I don't know, man.
Right.
Everything's great until it's not.
Yeah.
That's what Mike Tyson says. Everybody's got a plan until they don't.
No, it's till you punch in the face.
That's right.
Everybody's got a game plan until you take a punch to the face, and that's the problem.
And then they ring your bell, and you don't remember what's up, down, left, right, and black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian or Puerto Rican. Go.
That's so true right now because there's a lot of people that literally are not going to be taking punches in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People say people are real ballsy when they've never taken a punch in life. You know what I mean?
Yes,
they say
yes or no.
They say things and they know when there's no consequences for your actions.
Yeah.
Your DeWine's never taken a punch in his life. Fauci probably never taken a punch in his life. When you have people like that running your country that have never taken probably a hit in their whole life, you never.
We're not talking about scrapping to the death, but taking a hit will change the way you look at the world.
And you have a consequence for your actions.
A consequence for what you just said.
I'm not saying to double think what you're saying, but you should know you're probably going to get back. Somebody's going to back you.
I'm with you 100%.
But these people being coddled, that's what's wrong with the kids.
You think you can get away with anything you want until you get blasted, and that's when you realize. You wake up.
Right.
So you're right. DeWine needs punched in the face. I kind of think we're going to ask DeWine to get out there. If you really want to be our governor, Mike Tyson will punch you in the face, and then I'd vote for him. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just see if we want him to do it on his own steam. We're not gonna say assault this guy. We want DeWine to just, hey, I'm running for governor, so somebody punch me in the fucking eye. Yeah.
Well, that's.
Tell me something on the subject. You get punched, and it feels good. It really does. Not right away.
Right.
Not right away, but eventually you think, I made it through that. I'm not dead.
Right.
I know better than to talk like that anymore.
Right.
Well, I've been punched in the face.
Well, that's what I said. The problem with people right now, they're coddling their children.
Who's been punched in the face more, you or your brother?
Probably me.
Yeah, okay.
Probably me. But I tend to
punch back.
Well,
you
enjoy that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
you like it. You get wild.
I just get crazy. But that's just me. Some people are like that.
Don't get addicted. Don't get addicted to getting punched in the face.
Some people don't get addicted.
You'll be
to
calling
violence.
the Slick and Brewski communist trauma hotline.
Don't get addicted to taking punches in life.
Don't get addicted to fighting.
It's been a long time, bro. Be squared up with me.
Here at Slick and Brewski, we are anti-war. But
very
getting
anti.
punched in the face is good for you.
It is good for you.
Peeing your pants isn't good.
Dude, there's people right now that are coddling their kids so bad, they fall and scrape their knee. They freak out, bro.
Yeah. Well,
that's not great.
You know what I do? I say, look what you did, you little jerk.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It's a sensitive thing because you want to coddle them a little bit and let them know that you don't not care. You're not laughing at them. Right. But my son fell. He had his hands in his pockets, slipped on ice, went down, and he cracked his eye open, and like the blood squirted out, like this little, above or below, whatever it was. But I saw the blood coming out right away, and I'm like, ooh, that sucks. And
that's deep.
Not to mention when your head, it rings your bell. Eventually, you get an instant headache, and you're why did that happen? And he bawled, but you know what? You get up, and within like 5 to 10 minutes, the tears stop, and you just learn you can't do it anymore.
We just don't look at them in my family because they usually don't cry if you don't look at them.
Don't even look at them.
They usually don't cry.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, and it's tough though because if it's your kid and he's, you want him to know that shit happens.
My dad never looked at me.
So we've got Desantis. And what else was going on with DeSantis? Anything else? Or
that's your future vice president.
You think he's got a pretty good chance? I think so. As the more older I get, the more I realize what a pain in the ass it is to try and actually get a seat as a president.
Here's the thing: Florida was
close. Just handing out a presidential election to anybody.
How close was Florida going red or blue last time? Wasn't it pretty close?
I don't remember. You're asking the wrong guy.
I'm pretty sure Florida was one of those last minute type of things.
Yeah.
So, he's a strong voice of Florida, bud. So, it wouldn't be a bad battle plan to bring in, it just, I feel like it'd be help. It's better than Pence. Jesus. Pence is
he wasn't terrible,
I don't want to say the T word. Don't want to say the T word with Pence.
I don't.
But he's pretty close.
He doesn't give me the same vibe as he did, but
Dude. Pretty close to the T word, bud.
You think so?
Oh, dude, he had nobody's back. He pansy down like anybody.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. He pansy, Mr. Pro God, pro all this, pro that, pro this. He pansy down to the bad people, bud. I can't believe it.
It's really heartbreaking when you get to see it in real life and you realize that, he had Trump's back, it seemed, and then the minute he was out, it was right on to, on with the show. And it's it's not that you're supposed to, you're not supposed to be, too much of anyone, but it just seemed like he was right back into it.
I don't think he at any point had Trump back. I really don't.
No,
I feel like Trump he found the weakest person he could find because he knows how much power Trump has.
What do you suppose why was Pence his vice president?
How does
that work, right?
I really didn't think of anybody who else would have wanted the job or taken a job at that point because nobody knew Trump was going to landslide like that the first time around. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew that. Yeah. I didn't know, Trump's a very powerful person, so he probably didn't want somebody that would bicker with him. So you get
Pence is kind of a quiet guy.
Right.
But there's not a lot else out there, really.
DeSantis is
DeSantis looks like somebody you would just trust.
Yeah, but he's not a pansy.
Doesn't he just seem like someone you can just trust?
Oh, yeah.
Is it
and
that
he
hard
fights for your kids?
Is that hard for people to fucking understand? Every time I see somebody that I just don't, they pull something out that they've done, it's well, no shit, look at them. Well, how do they get into power? Because they are corrupt as fuck and they can be bought. Right. And then they get to a level of power and then they start telling people that these are the new rules.
I don't advocate for any politician, okay? That's why I love Trump so much, because Trump. But Trump was not a politician either. So, you know, I don't really advocate. What is the word?
Advocate.
Excuse me.
I believe that's
I don't
the word.
advocate for
Advocate?
I don't, right or left. I don't care. I don't trust any politician, okay? Any politician. I believe you should have to have some kind of experience of something to become president. I mean, Trump, great businessman, okay? We saw that with what he did against China and stuff like that. But, I mean, DeSantis he's at least fighting for your kids. That's an A+ out of him. I mean, he's fighting for the future of your children and all the people. That's great. He doesn't, you know, but this is how you already know he's going to make an effect. And people are already concerned about him is Dems are attacking him bad right now.
That's right. That's when you know you got somebody that you got him. That's how you know you
got somebody fearful.
And they're going to protect the shit out of him because they're just not going to let the Dems are going to try to attack him. I'm saying people.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The more you got of this energy trying to take him out, the more you're going to build people saying the hell to the no. Yep. And he's just going to be born the next Trump. Right. He's going to be. They're going to come up with a name for him.
Even if like I told you, even if Junior and DeSantis wanted to run, I would be happy with that. And DeSantis might end up being president then and Junior being vice president, but I don't see any Trump being vice president. So it might be Junior and DeSantis. I'd vote for that in a heartbeat.
Trump Jr. and DeSantis.
Junior's just like his dad, like I said before. He's just like his dad. But DeSantis would be awesome for that. Let Trump be the spokesperson like his dad, yada, yada, yada. But DeSantis would be his right and work like a right hand instead of like a pants.
How old is DeSantis?
He's probably late 50s, 60s.
Okay, I want to do you one better. Now, if we're in a hypothetical world, bear with me here.
Okay.
Candace Owens, President of the United States, Vice President DeSantis. Pretty cool. I don't know. She's young. She's young to be a president. That'd be sweet. Or DeSantis president.
Wow, I'm way off. He's only 43 years old, bud. Yeah. Holy shit, no way.
Cool. He's just a young guy.
No way. I thought he was a little older than that.
43.
We'll take that because he's got
years.
Whether you're fishing, hunting, shooting paper, or changing oil, Carlisle Pro Glasses will protect your eyes from damage or sunlight. Carlisle Pro Glasses. Are you ready to be a pro?
Tell me about Deshaun Watson. What the is going on?
But it is a situation right now, bud.
Tell me
you got
about
people on both sides of the spectrum right now freaking out a little bit.
Both sides.
People are freaking out. Well, first off, Deshaun Watson, great quarterback, probably top 10 in the league. All right, probably closer to 7-8.
Top 10.
All right. Browns never had something like this before.
Browns haven't ever had something this quality.
Probably the best quarterback since Bernie, Bob. Okay?
Bernie
Kosar. I shit you not, Bob. But here's the thing, all right? Guy comes with a little baggage, you know what I mean? A little baggage.
Little history.
Little baggage, all right? We had to give up a shitload of draft picks and stuff to get this guy, all right? But the baggage is he's got 22 counts of civil lawsuits coming against him for sexual assault.
22 civil assault
accusations. Right.
They're allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, they've got a lawyer. They've lawyered up. Everybody, you know, there's only
what kind of allegations are we talking about?
He's got a little bit of a problem with massage parlors.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he likes to get the happy ending variety of massage parlors. So he's got a little bit of, a little crazy in him. But,
Your Honor, it's pretty clear that my client has no problem at all. He simply just likes massages and pulling out his huge wiener.
But
we're canceled. Okay.
So,
Hey, Deshaun Watson's here for his massage, and he brought his big sledgehammer with him. Tammy, you going to take this one? No, me no take. Do we know what kind of massage parlor? We love you long time.
I haven't really looked at what kind of females and stuff, whatever. But it's a real situation here in Cleveland, though, because you got fans that are all excited because we've never had a quarterback like this before. And we're ready to win now. You know what I mean?
We're ready for our happy ending.
Right. We have a team right now that's ready to roll, okay? And we were a quarterback short. Baker Mayfield He already demanded a trade. There's no trade market for that guy right now, so he don't know where the hell he's going because we could trade him wherever we want. It's looking like Seattle, in my opinion, but we'll see. But so he's got no trade value right now. We're probably going to end up releasing this guy because nobody wants him. So that went downhill real fast. But we got this Deshaun Watson. He's probably going to get suspended for a few games, probably anywhere, worst case, 8 games.
Because of these allegations? 4 games. Because of this?
Yeah, but he already the court already said that he was, no charges were filed from the courts. So that's good. But he's got the civil lawsuits to go still. Right. But here's the thing.
It's going to fuck our Browns. So we got a hell of a player, but he comes with a little.
Well, here's where it gets even more interesting. All right. The Browns just gave him $230 million guaranteed.
Wow, that
guaranteed over 5 years. Over 5 years. All right. He already told the thing was messed up though is a few days ago he told the Browns no that they were out of the running for him because he's got quite a few teams that are in the running for him. He told the Browns that they were out of the running. Good. Thank you for your time, but I'm out. All right.
Right.
2 days later, I think it was, he came back and said, "Hey, guess what? Browns are offering me more money." So he got the most money from the Browns. That gave him $230 million guaranteed. He can walk out tomorrow.
He can get 2 tanks of gas.
Yeah, he can go walk out tomorrow, break his leg, never play football again. He's getting that money. It's fully guaranteed. So, but the problem is, the 230 is $80 million more guaranteed money than anybody in sports football history. Okay, I guarantee he went into the Haslam's office and said, "Hey, you give me the most money. I'm gonna need some civil suit money to pay these people.
He's gonna need another Mills.
So he's gonna pay him like 40-50 million probably.
And then you got to worry about the civil suits that happen. Well, he's a brownie,
right?
And I want to touch on.
You think he's done with that stuff?
How much does Deshaun Watson weigh?
Probably 215, probably 220. But
Like
he's like
a quarterback.
6'3". I think he's like 6'3", yeah.
Oh, he's a little taller.
Yeah,
okay.
but the thing is with the females though, right when here's the funny, it's not funny, but here's like
it's not funny.
Here's a situation where right when the Browns signed him, all right, like I said, you have people on both sides.
Yeah,
some people were pissed off, some people were ecstatic because we are finally going to win. Possibly. Well, now you have people literally donating money to the rape victims, like assistance shelters and stuff. When the Browns picked him up, people were donating to rape centers in Cleveland area.
Wow.
Because they're like, they felt bad. So now, kind of like, they just are spending money now.
So who's donating money?
People, just regular fans. Because you have people.
So you're telling me,
particularly women are not happy that he's coming to Cleveland.
But like who? Like
women are just not happy.
Ashley Judd, women activists.
Right? Yeah, they're just not thrilled.
But they're not worried about the swimmer with the cock swimming with all the girls.
But the problem,
so we're all clear on that.
Like how I said, he's good for the city. Okay, he's good for the team. All right, money's coming in for this with this guy. Is he one to have your kids around for an idol? Probably not.
Right.
Probably keep your wives away. Just, to be on the safe side. But other than that, he's good for the city. I mean, in the team, it is what it is because the NFL is not the greatest with the athletes not getting in trouble and all kinds of stuff comes out. I mean, you got people shooting people. You got people killing dogs. You got people. It's just not
It's 2022. If you want a good quarterback, you're just going to have to deal with the rape charges.
Well, Roethlisberger, he actually got, I think he had to pay out some money, bud. Be on his. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I mean, it's kind of you damned if you do, damned if you don't a little bit because we didn't have this opportunity. And the crazy part is the Haslams are very like do the right thing people and yada, yada, yada. They both signed off on this and it's their money. And this is we still don't know if the guy's going to be suspended or not. They did this straight, but here's the thing. There's rumors, I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but the guy that's Deshaun Watson's lawyer was also on the lawyer team for Jimmy Haslam, Flying J. When he went through all that stuff, was on that law team, so they had some inside information, guaranteed. They would not give somebody $230 million if they didn't know it was going to pay out in the end, long run.
Sure.
It is what it is at that point. I don't know. It's like I said, it's pick your poison. He is an awesome quarterback. Yes, he's better than anything we've ever had. He's better than anything I can remember.
So here's to a good season after we get these allegations stuck under the rug. Yeah. And we'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on the situation.
Did you hear about this woman up in Euclid that ordered chicken? A woman called the Chagrin Valley Dispatch 911 Tuesday saying she wanted help getting all her chicken from KFC. Mm-hmm. The woman told dispatch she was at a KFC on Euclid Avenue in Euclid, paid for 8 pieces of chicken, and only received 4.
Delivery man got 4 free pieces, is that what we're saying?
I only got 4 pieces of chicken, and I want my chicken, the woman told the dispatcher. The dispatcher told the woman that this was a civil matter, and that she would have to take it up with the management. There is not much the police can do about it, the dispatcher told the caller. The woman, however, insisted she wanted to talk to a police officer. An officer was dispatched but told the woman he was unable to help. Euclid Police Chief says he would like to remind people only use 911 when it's an emergency. Well, we're here to serve the public. An incident in the drive-thru order is not a police matter, said the Euclid police guy. Would you ever call 911 over chicken? When was the last time you were upset at a drive-thru restaurant?
Well, it depends. If it's that Nashville Red Hot chicken or whatever the hell it's called, that stuff is legit.
Is that right?
Oh, dude.
I'm going to fucking call the cops the next time I don't get my fucking order. If that's how I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
You ever get a pizza with a slice missing?
Oh, gee. No way. That sounds like...
or something with a bite.
I'm pretty sure some of my friends have made that happen. I just got a bad feeling.
Or a bite taken out of something.
Bite taken out of something.
My pickle has a bite out of it.
I had a friend that used to work at a well-known grocery store in the area here, and what he pulled out a piece of Italian bread, and it was snapped in the middle, so he duct taped it and put it back in. So you can't do that. It left it on the shelf. That's pretty funny. Let's take a second and talk about our endocannabinoid system. Are you familiar with it?
Not really.
Okay, this is like one of the best kept secrets. It's literally come to surface more recently with the exception of cannabis, because there was a prohibition to get rid of cannabis, right? You've heard about these things where they're like, no, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And then more recently, they're talking about the benefits of these things. So you're going to see this stuff all over the place. But this is an Ohio company. This is Modern Remedies, and they make a fantastic product.
Let's get a picture, Jerry. Can we get a picture?
1,500 milligram, Jerry. Can you zoom in on that? A 1,500 milligram little CBD oil. And what this does, what I've found, the research I've shown, when it comes to the endocannabinoid system and the CBD, is if you're like in a stressful situation, let's call it like traffic, okay? Mm-hmm. And somebody's driving a little reckless or something, your mind, if you're in the right state of mind, this can help you relax a little bit and calm down. You let the person over, you slow down maybe. I'm not saying it happens. I'm saying this could. You're going to build up habits in your mind that are based on relaxation and calm collectiveness. This is what I've noticed with it. I started taking it, and I'm usually not one to fall into this shit, but I'll be honest. These are a sponsor of ours, so I started taking it, and try as I might to ignore its effects, it's very helpful. And so what you'll see is you'll build up a little bit more of these things with the receptors in our mind. And there's studies to go with this. I could send links in the below.
Yeah.
But it seems to be doing a lot as far as lowering a little bit of anxiety. That's the best part of the CBD. The THC in marijuana can make you kind of have more anxiety, where this is going to bring you down. Every setting is calm, cool, collective. Might be a reason why I'm just a little bit less boisterous. I don't know. But my point is, it does help regulate the body in more ways than one, and it's something you might want to check out. So Modern Remedies, thanks for sending us your product. It's an excellent product. We're going to keep pushing it. We got a little bit of, what is this here? This one right here. Jerry. Combat Honey, CBD infused honey. A little sore throat or something, you take a little bit of that. This is a completely Ohio-based product. Ohio, woman-owned, okay? Woman-owned. So as long as we're talking about women and how horrible it is for what they're doing to women these days, letting men swim with the women and then saying the first place goes to the man is kind of bullshit.
Right.
So we got to support women-owned business, and why not support another one in Ohio? Take that, throw on your Carlisle Pros, go for a nice long drive, and feel relaxed. Modern Remedies.
So have your mind and your eyes protected.
That's right. Protect your mind, protect your eyes, protect your nation.
Yes. No commies.
No commies up in this motherfucker. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Keep those comments coming in. Keep liking. Keep subscribing. We're going to build this thing up. We're going to take back our country.
Thanks, Slick, and thank you, the viewer.
Keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to take this thing to the top as we save the world.
We're nasty. That's just the way we roll. And I think it's time for you to get your kicks come through on a nasty
we're
roll.
canceled.
So set the pace, make a move, make history for the books, and join me on the nasty side so you can quit with the nasty looks. Cause you think you're wild, well we are too. It's like
We don't have enough tools. We're canceled.
And you just might wanna watch our step tonight, or you might end up with a nasty
And we're canceled.